Good evening, this is Cheryl Peavy coming to you on day number 42 of Time to Live My Purpose Journey. If you're just joining me for the first time, I want to say welcome. And if you're tuning back in to me again today, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to talk to you about mistakes. We all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've made a ton of them, probably about 1,000. And I'm going to continue to make mistakes for the rest of my life as everyone else will. But I used to look at mistakes as regrets. Just recently have I decided to embrace my mistakes. When I think about the mistakes that I've made, I used to say, the things that I know now, if I knew back then, boy, I tell you, I wouldn't have even gone through that experience. I wouldn't have dealt with that person. I wouldn't have been in that relationship. I wouldn't have taken that job. That's all the things that I kept saying. And then, like I said recently, something in my spirit, and I'm not going to say, should I say this? As I've been walking this journey, have I realized that you have to embrace your mistakes, because if not, or let's say we didn't make any mistakes, guess what? We would have no depth to who we are. We would just be all the same. So it's amazing how God works in our lives to say, you know what? You look at mistakes as being bad, but I look at mistakes as being a way to teach you a lesson, to grow you, and cause you to mature. So like I said, let us all embrace our mistakes, because through our mistakes, we find our purpose. We find what we're called to do, what we should be doing. And also, there are blessings in mistakes. Because think about it. Sometimes we get in a relationship with someone and you end up being blessed by having a child. And, that person who you were with wasn't the person you should have been with. But you look and say, I have this baby. I have these children, whatever, from this relationship. So even though that relationship was a mistake, that child was not. So we have to look at all of our mistakes. Go back, just don't linger. Just go back and say, you know what? Think about the mistakes that you've learned a big valuable lesson from. And say to yourself, if I did not learn this lesson, where would I be right now? Think about it. Mistakes can either hold you back, they can have control of your life, they can define who you are, or mistakes can be a blessing. They also can define who you are, but take you to a different level, a higher level, to push you forward to your purpose, to your desires, to your happiness, to living the life of your dreams. So today, like I said, let's take all of our mistakes, let's look at them, the ones that we can remember. Say, you know what? Thank you, God, for this mistake. Thank you for this lesson learned. Thank you for growing me and maturing me. And thank you that I've taken this mistake and it has just been something that I can use. Think about it. Like I keep saying, we are called to impact the world, make a difference, and be a blessing. So our mistakes help other people, especially children who think they know everything, especially a teenager. My son thinks he knows everything under the sun, and he doesn't think I was ever his age. So it is very important that we take our mistakes, share them when it is necessary, and help people to get over what they're going through. Mistakes can cause healing, anything. Mistakes are not a mistake. Just look at them as a blessing and embrace them. So as usual, I'm going to leave you with a few quotes to encourage you or to really make you think a little bit deeper about mistakes. It's not how we make mistakes, but how we correct them that defines us. You can't make the same mistake twice. The second time, it's not a mistake, it's a choice. Think about that. The second time we make the same mistake, it's not a mistake, it's that we choose to make that mistake. I like that one. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. So guess what? Mistakes are more honorable. It makes us more honorable. I like that one too. Mistakes have the power to turn you into something better than you were before. I'm going to put this on a post-it note. I'm going to place it where I can see this every single day. There's some quotes that just make you go, yes, I need to read this every day. Well, this is one. Listen to it again. Mistakes have the power to turn you into something better than you were before. Lastly, when you make a mistake, don't look back at it long. Take the reason of the thing into your mind and then look forward. Mistakes are a lesson of wisdom. Hello. Mistakes are a lesson of wisdom. The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. The future is yet in your power, and mistakes cause wisdom. We get wisdom. We are wise when we make mistakes. So how can we not embrace mistakes? How can we not look at them as something, as a blessing to grow us, mature us, and especially don't look at mistakes as a regret. So this has been Cheryl PB on day number 42 of Time to Live My Purpose Journey. I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of the evening. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.